That's what RNG actually beat Boom with multiple times, with Kaka playing that Shadow Shaman. So see how Tims is going to be able to do, because it does look pretty solid this game into that Storm.
It'll be a lot of fun to watch these mids. BZM on his Storm, of course. Yopaj, been watching. If you've been watching sort of Boom's games, he has been pulling out some fantastic Ember Spirit performances, and he's here ready to go today at the major, and one of his best heroes.
Yeah, and I'm really going to be watching this matchup a lot, because like Jenkins was saying, things have changed a little bit with that Ember versus Storm matchup. Now you can use your Flame Guard to really counteract a lot of that Remnant damage, since it only blocks, what, 70% I think it is. So easy bottom. Getting harassed quite a lot.
Yeah, and of course this game's set coming out in the Jakiro. Are you a fan of this hero right now?
Yeah, I mean, mostly, honestly, more of like a core position, but that's not really a thing in pro games. So yeah, it's still a strong hero in the support. Always going to be really strong to secure the lane for whatever carry you do have. So looking at this Clockwork pick, I think this is a pretty interesting one. The Taiga Clockwork this game versus both the Shaman and Bane. He actually kind of owns both supports. He's able to get on top of them throughout the game. And I think that's probably one of the bigger things that they're going to be looking for, because they were such nuisances the last game, both Tims as well as Scam.
They offered up a whole lot for the team. It came down to just sort of controlling the team fights and keeping their allies buffed up. It's going to be quite a bit of a different style from them this game. Yeah,
and I'm glad that they have a traditional initiator on the side of OG this time around. Last game, they had the tanking, but it's from the mid lane, and it felt like a lot of times like BZM felt forced to go in, and he would just die because he was the one starting every single time. Because Taiga was a Nyx, he couldn't really get into the fights too well. Clockwork this game, he can start the fights pretty consistently for his team.
Some really good damage on Scam there.
Thanks to the entire battery assault, looks like.
See, over in the mid, Yopaj is coming out a little bit slower, so he won't quite be able to get the refuel on it from the water rune. He'll have to grab that preemptively.
That's actually pretty big. So still, Storm winning this matchup, but seeing that people are willing to pick the Ember a little bit more versatile. Yopaj, level 2 Flame Guard, he's got his bottle.
He can run this down a bit.
He's gotta be careful.
Oh, okay, he can't. I thought he could. He thought he could. He couldn't. That's Yopaj going down in the mid.
He lost his, he bottled and he got hit instantly off the first bottle, so he actually didn't get like any regen off of it. BZM playing that really well. That's huge. So even though that Ember, they picked it into the Storm thinking he could do a little better, the Storm still is able to get that solo kill and even able to take a bounty rune. That's pretty massive for BZM.
Yeah, BZM is
stupendous.
Yeah, I think sort of overall, as you were saying too, I feel a bit more confident on what he's going to be able to offer this game in his Storm compared to what he was able to do on an SK last game.
Yeah. Still a lot of disables he has to worry about. The chains, the grabs, the Bane. Still quite a lot of disable that will be there for BZM.
Yeah, I mean, is it going to be sort of like a fast BKB game for a mid-storm?
I feel like all of them are now, right? Yeah, I feel like every game is just nulls into BKBs, into Ags. Don't think he's going to deviate from that too much. Interesting, Yuragi with the Bassi. Look at that. Making sure that him and Seb always have mana to spam. Spectral Dagger is very expensive.
I see Seb in trouble there. Gets speared underneath the tower. He'll go down.
Level 2 Shackles on Tims. I like it in this lane. You know that the Jakiro won't have Ice Path to level 4, so you can freely have Shackles on either target, and it's going to be able to heal you back, so that's really nice.
We're seeing, even with that death on Yopaj, it looked like he came back into the lane and was actually able to close up that CS difference.
Bottom lane is fun. They're just, I mean, the Bassi is just allowing them to spam back so much more, and with the wands also built up so early, because it's a Shaman in a Mars lane, so it's constant spam. Yuragi Spectre get tons of mana back.
Oh, he's going in for Yopaj. BZM, he's going to have him. Another kill here on that mid matchup. 2 times now, BZM taking down Yopaj solo.
Cool as a cucumber too. You see that? The camera cuts to him, just
Dire's structures are fortified.
Huge for BZM. Did they just... I think that was a Yopaj glyph. BZM used the Remnant on mid and he glyphed it. Just trying to hurt him a little bit. That's one of the first times I think I've ever seen Yopaj die twice in a lane.
That's definitely a rare occurrence.
Yeah. Top.
BZM really pulling out the plays here. Jackie gonna jump in. They want to try and finish off Tiger. Tiger's got some stick charges, but so's Jackie. It looks like it's actually going to be Skem that's in trouble first. They're going to try and chase him out, but Skem with the jukes around the trees, he'll live. Jackie, one more dagger or jump forward. I mean that he gets the takedown on Tiger.
He's had to rush boots in this lane on the PA just to avoid the link. Even though he has Phantom Strike, he needed boots for sure.
Oh, does actually get caught by the plasma field, and now with the TP rotation from BZM, it was actually even needed at the end of it all. As Zamar takes down Jackie on his own.
Well, BZM is everywhere, and now they're even going to fill his bottle. It's going to be full mana to be able to go pressure again. Yopaj just hitting the level 6. BZM already 7. So he's going to continue up here. They gave him a ward, so it looks like he's going to at least play some vision down here to get tabs of where the Ember Spirit is. But this time around, yeah, the Rays are able to have a much better time versus the PA than versus that Ricky.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, BZM, he's continued to play top.
Yeah, I mean, they want to try and pressure under the tower. Get another aggressive move off onto Jackie if possible.
Boom is trying to take advantage of pushing mid.
Here we go, straight in. They're looking to control Jackie, but Jackie's able to get out with the blur and the blink. He's in the trees, and Mar will continue to chase him down. TP comes in from Yopaj. Chains, catching Tiger here underneath the tower. A zip forward from BZM, using the rest of his mana to control Skem, get the kill on the Bane. Now they'll try and turn their attention over towards more. Tiger, he's so low, he's duking it out in the trees. Jackie can't find him. As another pushback there with the cogs. Tiger will feel somebody. He's got the stick charges. He's baiting him in. Tiger with the outplay. As OG getting under the tower, get 2 kills. They don't even lose anyone.
Oh my god, those cogs. Bit unlucky for Jackie. Jumped right into the bottom one that wasn't procced. Pushes him out. Yopaj even TP'd in to try to get some type of cleanup kills, but wasn't able to. Skem will fill bottle, though looking to still fight around this area.
Yeah, but they're moving over. But as you saw, Tiger just shot across them with the rocket. So OG know exactly this movement from Boom. They won't lose anything to this. They're already well out of this top lane.
That was pretty much dead, too. Mid, we did see Yopaj hitting the mid tower for a little bit, but then reacted to top. And yeah, look at that again, Tiger. Beautifully done.
Space for Yuragi. Still yet to really reveal what the intention is going to be for him with his item progression this game.
Yeah, still early days. Still just the treads and that Fassi.
Bane of your existence.
Cool. FBZ going for more of a... Maybe because the Ember... Maybe because he thinks that Yopaj was struggling a little bit. I'm always curious. I always want to talk to FBZs, but like a couple of these offlaners when they prioritize these type of items.
Trying to go for Jackie. Yuragi's coming in with a haunt there. In on top of the PA. Jackie jumps over to the side towards Yopaj. The arena down from FBZ. He's been able to catch both Tiger and Seb. The supports for OG will fall, and Jackie, he won't die. He's able to walk away. OG not quite having enough damage to bring down that PA with that aggressive move. This time, Boom responds, and they're able to shut OG down.
And now FBZ has a full armlet finished up. Top net worth in the game. He might even be able to bully like Spectre out of the lane if he does go back down bottom. So yeah, really interesting. I'm always interested to see what like these players think about sometimes when they decide to rush the blink, when they decide to go for these type of more greedy styles. It's always cool. So Yopaj catching back up. He's not too far behind. He's actually only 200 gold behind the Storm Spirit now.
Yeah, and from Yuragi, we're not going to get any sort of Radiance rush here today. He's going to go for definitely the safer and a bit more sort of in line with what we had previously in the patches where Spectre was playing, getting the Manta first.
Yeah, just playing around your Desolate damage.
Yeah, allows him to have a pretty solid chance of killing off the supports in particular when he gets in on them and they're isolated from the rest of the squad.
Yeah, and he'll be able to also just like protect himself versus like chains and all these little disables, and maybe even blocking a spear from the Mars at some points. You could definitely see the reasoning why he goes for it. Amar?
I might go for him in. They're not
thinking about it.
It's going to be tough.
They have the ward behind, so they see Seb and Amar. Yeah, look at FBC. Tiger's looking at him and he's probably like, oh man, he's got an armlet. Like, Smars will actually just kill me if I attempt to go on him.
Six to 4. 10 minutes in. Less than 1k lead for OG.
So the Spectre, able to get away with that early game, which is always something really important. Sometimes the lane can be a bit difficult. Tims
Oh,
got the lockdown.
Got the catch, and with FPZ here, they'll certainly have the damage. But BZM caught out in the river. Was not ready for the Shaman coming in.
Serpent Wards. He just hit 6 off of the kill too, Tims. He'll drop him for the tower. Pace is going to start being elevated from Boom, it feels.
Fighting around FPZ's Mars, they're going to feel very strong.
Yeah, he's really quite massive. And we do see how much damage Yopaj. Now he's got max light, he's got the Blightstone. Even a Razor who walks up takes significant damage, significant poke. And going for the next tower. Long zip with the Arcane up top.
So we can take down Jackie on his own, BZM. Got a creep wave to jump to.
The Arcane.
That's given him more than enough to continue to stay on top of the PA. Jackie taken out.
Great heads-up play from BZM. Even though he did die bottom, he was able to get that Arcane, so he can make that long zip across. Boom now looking to play on the bottom side. At least Tims, he was pinging down here, probably wanted to go for this tier 1, since they have a catapult already beating on it. Taiga is in the area.
Gonna have a TP coming in from Step. Gonna try and take out FBZ. He's gonna miss the spear. Ice Path and Macropire down. A huge amount of damage now coming out from the Jakiro as FBZ caught in the ultimate. Will fall. We'll see Yopaj. See if they can set something up in return. Step over. Dagger slow onto Tiger, allows them to take out the clock. Mars in, but the remnants are ready for Yopaj to create the distance between them. The Dagger slowing down Amar. Big zip across from BZM as he's in on top of the Bane. Uphill miss here, causing some issues, but he's got enough to jump in. Still finish off the kill.
Great play from OG. They just brought all the numbers, and now Yopaj should be okay.
He's low on the mana, BZM.
Ruin spawning to DD.
Gold is a great conductor.
Trying to get the pick up there on the room with the slight timing, but not quite managing to do so. Tricky one to attempt.
Yeah, I feel like I see so many players try it every time, but both sides are very aware of the interaction, so. OG bringing the numbers. Does cost them pretty much all of their ultimates there to get that set up and kill, but pretty much preventing all the damage on the tower. So a nice heads-up move is, again, getting aggressive. Hook shot available.
Oh, yeah, they know that Jackie wants to be farming this area of the map. Might sell for the easy kill of Tims. Very, very easy one for BZM. He's in. Another kill here. And Jackie's heading over. Whoa. He's going to walk into a clockwork. Tiger. Catch there with a hook shot. Jackie needs help. He's going to get him. TP comes in.
Nice. He actually tried to push him back with the cogs. He did not quit quite just in front of him. If he gets him up there, they maybe get the vortex and potentially have a better chance. But
be a lovely stack to take in. Yeah, Seb just drops the Macropire down. They want to try and remove this from the game, take it away from Jackie. FBZ and Scam will attempt to push back OG though. So OG, they're not going to quite get away with taking all of this.
I don't think they should walk back into this one on OG. Yeah, all 5 heroes. Boom to secure it. Good pressure plays from OG though, forcing a lot of reaction, means space for Yuragi.
And I think the majority of those creeps were taken down, so a good amount taken away from Jackie.
Battle Fury still had a pretty decent timing. It's only brown boots, but for 3 deaths, I don't think that Jackie's going to be too mad about this timing on that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
Now wards drop down. Boom. I'll make sure they can secure this objective and get that money for Jackie to finish off that final sword. It's just going to be a question of... Oh, Yopaj. Oh, he's in and he's out, but BZM, he'll be the one to claim the rune.
Another rune form. He's gotten, what, like, it feels like all of them, right? He got Arcane, the DD, the Haste, at least the last 3. Is that
Yuragi, careful. Getting a little low here, but he'll be able to finish off the Ancients fine.
It took him his whole HP pool to kill that. I think it was just a 2-stack as well.
Gets the job done though. He's back to base. He has got Haunt at the ready if the rest of his team's able to find some sort of setup, some action for him to get involved in.
Which I think ideally they still want to look to be a little more active. I know last game, I think they probably felt it as well too, that they needed to be a little bit more active around the map to slow down the farm of Jackie. Yeah, Jackie, he's got the Battle Fury done. So it does feel like OG, they still have to play pretty aggressive on the map. Because naturally, just the later the game is going to go, even though they have Spectre in late game, there's a break. You know, the PA is going to have that shard eventually. So definitely want to see OG just continuing to look for moves every time they can with the Storm.
Made another stack, and pretty much at the same time, OG, they're ready to get into this triangle.
This is the right move. This is good.
I know that Battle Fury's done, and that this is the area that Jackie wants to be farming, and they're just not letting him have any of it.
Boom knows, though. Boom is reacting the right way, just bringing even more numbers.
Tiger. Going on FBZ. They put the ice bomb from the Macropier straight down onto FBZ as he's caught in the cog to the burn of the Macropier. He should go down, and Nightmare buys him a bit of time, but he still falls. Jump onto the back lines. They take down Tim.
BZM.
Tim's going to buy back immediately. Yopaj. Flame Guard has come to an end. BZM is incredibly low. Steve Yopaj can find him. He's trying to get in range of the Sleight of Fist. He's going to hit onto BZM, but it isn't quite enough damage to finish him off. Returns attention over towards Seb instead. Another Ice Blast comes down, trapping Tims. Tims, he'll turn and hold back the Spectre with the Shackle, but he's dying to the Eye of the Storm from Amar. As OG, they'll succeed in getting into this triangle. As Boom, they try and take the fight, they try and push back OG, but OG, they're powerful enough for this moment of the game to deal with them.
Amar's just too tanky. 1800 HP too, and they keep getting the initiation. That's the big thing too. The FBZ, he's having to kind of just panic and throw his spells up because he's getting burst down. That's big plays coming out from OG, and they're identifying exactly what they need to do, which is perfect.
Yeah, and a good fight for Yuragi to get involved, picking up some good gold and XP.
And it's a buyback too. That doesn't even win them the fight on the side of Boom. 14-8.
They're just making sure that Jackie, it's going to be hard for him to get the time and space that he wants with that Battle Fury done on the PA.
And you can tell, like, FBZ is definitely feeling a bit of that pressure too. He's had the blink queued up after that armlet, but now he's just got an Ogre Axe, Ogre Club on this Mars just to tank up a little bit more. Just going for BKB because he's just getting fully focused.
I mean, he is at it. Yeah, it's really down to Tiger, as you say. Just getting in, holding him in the cogs. Yeah. Macropier follow from Seb. These two supports, regardless of how much HP FBZ has, they're killing him every single team fight. Back in action, Tiger. He has been found out on his own.
But it's 5 heroes in the area to bring him down. Well, 4 to bring him down. The 5th one's just close. It's right around Roche, though. Serpent Wards are available. Boom was thinking about it.
Oh?
Well, maybe finding a big hatch, though. He has BKB.
Grip's not up for a couple of seconds. And the Hex. And keep him locked down, they can't. Amar's able to put the BKB, and now OG, they'll be ready to fight this. As Tims and FBZ taken down, the rest of Boom having to run. BZM's in with the chase on the Yopaj. Yopaj is going for the TP out, but the Vortex is back up. As Amar gets another scam, he'll manage to TP out inside of the pit. And with the 3 kills that OG pick up, it'll be their chance to move into the Roshan pit.
I think I'd have to see a replay of something that happened. I think Tims attacked the Razor. Because he hexed him.
He had the hex.
And I think he hacked him and he slept himself from the Nightmare on the Shadow Shaman. I don't think they get the cleanup or anything. Maybe they get the kill on the Razor. I don't think they win the
fight. If they had a little bit of a shackle, they would have had a chance, because the Phoenix Grip was up in 3 seconds.
I gotta see it again.
Phoenix Grip at this moment up in 8 seconds. Soon to be online.
Yeah, so watch Tims. He drops wards, he hexes, and then I think he attacks the Razor instead of shackling. Ready? See, he attacks, so now he slept. So he can't get the shackle off.
It might have played out a bit differently indeed, yeah. Unfortunately, Tim's getting tripped up there by the Nightmare.
Unsure if it would have won them the fight, but they maybe at least get the kill on the Razor like we're mentioning. And now, Hunt back up.
Now Yuragi's ready to go. He's trying to get in onto Tims. FBZ will be able to hold him back with the arena. BZM, he's ready to full commit. Gets caught out by the Hex, but he has, of course, got the Aegis. So even if he goes down, he's going to be ready for a second round. Tiger for the side with a hook shot over towards Tims. Fiend's grip from Scam, holding back Amar, but Amar is able to get out, get that BKB off, turns over towards Jackie with the link. Jackie trying to jump to safety, but the link persists. As Amar stays on top of the PA, Jackie goes down. As they're really struggling with the fight to this point, Boom. They need time and space for the PA. They're just not quite ready to fight 5-on-5 this game at this moment.
OG just keeps running at them. They're not giving them any time to reset. As BZM slept up.
He's going to be fine. It's going to be Scam going down. Yuragi sweeps across, gets another BZM ready to dive in deep. Tims turns with the Hex to the Shackle. We'll be able to take him out. In fact, okay, he's dead, but ultimately it's still just another cleanup for OG.
Yep.
At this point now, with the fact that Yuragi's surviving, picking up the kills, BZM does not mind giving his life for that.
Yeah, and out of nowhere, I just saw a mech pop, and I'm like, who the hell has a mech? Seb actually has one. I don't know if it ended up saving anyone there, but a little bit more that Boom just can't deal with. It's more and more HP, and they already don't have the damage a lot of these times. They are starting to crumble a little bit. I'm definitely seeing a bit of the pressure getting to Boom. FBZ missed the spear on the respawn of the Storm, which allowed them to continue the chase and a couple other things, but great fights from OG. Really understanding how aggressive they need to be.
Yeah, it's just very, very hard for Boom to take right now. They need at least for that next item or so on Jackie before he can really stand a chance against this aggression that OG's running them over with.
It feels like they need a lot, right? It just feels like BKBs need to be out on all three cores.
Yep.
Feels like OG's just doing such a good job of controlling with both the Jakiro and the Clockwork, really. They're doing excellent. Seb level 12. Taiga, Sacrificial Lamb, level 9. How close are they to BKB? Okay, Ember, pretty close.
Yeah, they're very close.
FBZ on his way. Same thing for Jackie. So they will get a pretty good timing of the 3 BKBs.
And then, yeah, that will give them a pretty solid opportunity. If they get those 3 BKBs out, then there's a high chance, if they get any sort of lockdown onto BZM from the supports, that they'll have the opportunity to just fully commit in onto him and kill him off whilst he's locked down.
And then it's just like, it's going to give FBZ like just an easier time of picking and choosing, because I saw in a couple of these fights like things are hectic. Like
he has to throw spells immediately.
He just has to throw the spear, and sometimes like a battery assault trips him up or something. If he has BKB, he'll be able to pick and choose his targets easier. Still, fights will be difficult because it's been OG able to get the majority of the initiations because they have Clockwork, Storm, they have the vision advantage from Spectre. While on the side of Boom, because of FBZ's build, it's greedier. They don't have that natural initiation on their team.
Look at you.
A little bit of breathing room here that Boom will be very, very grateful for. Might be about to come to an end once more, though. As OG, they're ready to pounce in the mid lane. And they hold back. BZM not wanting to commit for FBZ. Arcane Rune will be in the bottle, ready to pop for the next move.
I love all these 3-letter names. BZ, BZM. Yeah, Boom, you can say buying time, right? They're still playing together, but looking to just finish up these BKBs. Jackie now walking into a couple OG heroes.
He's got his BKB though.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Look at the Wars Tiger back. Tiger, look at the Wars there. Big chance goes in straight away on the FBZ. FBZ drops the arena down, but they're both dead almost immediately. We'll see Jackie has to put the BKB to survive it under his tier 2 tower. If they'll look to run him down, he's up to the high ground. Hex is there to punish BZM on his aggressive dive. Jump across for Yopaj. He has to change the floor, but they got the damage to bring down BZM. They do. As BZM will fall. OG, they found themselves inside of Boom's base. They're kind of getting away with it. As they take down a 3rd kill. Amar now godlike. Tiger incredibly low. One more round of a dagger. A sleight of fish should get him. There's the crit on the dagger. Take him down. OG, they're probably going to think about backing out of the base now. Seb having a bit of a smile on him there. As a rather deep position that OG get themselves into. But once again, other than really the BZM death, they kind of get away with it. Yuragi, he's surviving, continues to pick up more action.
Yeah, great relentless play still. Is I think Seb maybe was making a call during this, like, guys, go top or something, because he's solo pushing top as the Jakiro, and his young guns are just diving
into the base.
That was pretty funny, and they're tipping him, so, I mean, there's definitely something that's going on there. It's pretty funny. Greaves now finished up on Seb, and yeah, still feeling OG just in a very controlling position this game. Almost a Scotty now finished on the Spectre, so even though this PA we kept mentioning has potential to break and all this, Spectre's starting to get a bit too big.
I mean, have we got him going for the shard next? Jackie off the BKB, or what's he want?
He's trying to get his own item first, the Deso.
And the more time needed for Boom. I mean, one thing, of course, with those dives from OG, it does mean that Boom, they don't lose a tier 2 tower in the mid quite yet, and that still stands.
Yep. They did lose the tier 2 top, though, because of Seb with that push. And just will these now, it's like, will the BKBs all be enough? Because 2 of them are done. I think FBZ's is about to be finished.
Yep.
But the Spectre, like this Scotty is going to make a big difference, too, because he's going to be able to stick on these BKB targets a lot easier.
Yeah, Yuragi's just been having a great game. 6-0-12.
Flawless.
Very much proving that Spectre still has their place here.
I like how KDA sometimes just doesn't tell the tale at all, too. Because Taiga's 1-8 this game, but for me, he's kind of feeling a little bit like MVP because just all the plays that he's been able to make, even with his funny little jetpack into hook shot there. He's the one who started the fight and got them 2 kills.
No, absolutely. He's been the one that's really been limiting what FBZ's been trying to offer. He's been making FBZ's game very, very hard. And as we've seen, FBZ, an incredible player on the Mars. It takes quite a lot to be able to shut this man down.
Yeah, just really good identification of what to do in these team fights. Taiga, Mar. And Seb with the macro fire so far. Yopaj.
Oh, look at the ice path.
Back up.
In fire.
Constant rocket vision also from Taiga.
Desso's nearly done. I mean, Jackie still keeping in really good farm, level with that of OG's 2 top cores right now, Yuragi and Amar. And PA, very much one of those heroes that, as the game goes on, if the items are there, suddenly heroes are dying to a couple of hits.
She definitely could still do it.
Absolutely. They may be down 7k, but that sort of leads, it's sort of managed to stay pretty stale for quite some time. And ultimately, it's going to come down to sort of the late game power of the PA versus a Spectre. We'll really get to truly see who wins that war this game.
There's smoked Booms. I think Boom is starting to feel a bit strong. That's supposed to 100 gold off.
One comes out immediately here. They're in onto FBC. He got the arena off. He's able to put the BKB, but he won't, of course, be able to survive surely throughout this physical damage. He goes down over to the side. BZM was able to take down the Bane. He's going to look towards Yopaj now, but the BKB off there straight away.
It's too much chaos for Boom to deal with.
Tim's, he dropped the Serpents. He's managed to trap Taiga, but Taiga's out with the jetpack. Ice Path, Macropire down underneath the tier 2. Yopaj, he's in trouble. He tries to get a remnant out, but the slows are too much. Zoji, run him over. Tim's, he's going to look for the TP out. They've got ways to stop it. They know Tim's lives. And Jackie, also still alive, didn't yet have to use the BKB in this fight. Amar very close towards him, though.
Jackie.
Oh, BKB ready to pop. He can look to take some kills here with him. He can get Taiga, but can he get out? He's got Skem by his side, jumps across for Yuragi, ready to chase him down with the dagger slug. They need help, they need an out Tim. He heads over, gives another chance here for Jackie to jump to safety. Now Tim's maybe looking to re-engage. Answer popped, his illusions will be forced over towards him. Holding back the Shaman and his chance to get back in with the grab. Jackie survives. Desolator should be done now.
Gold is a great.
And even though this is the fight where Boom is like, okay, we have our BKBs, we're looking to fight, the Hunt stops everything, right? The Hunt kind of puts all of them in a little bit of panic and disarray. FBZ gets isolated. Amar
stepping in. They're stepping up on this.
They're gonna keep trying. Okay, this is a very tough fight.
They do have Deso on the PA. There's a lot of damage. BKB in the arena popped out from FBZ. Controls Seb and Yuragi for now, but Yuragi turns towards him with the illusions. FBZ's got to run. Amar pops the BKB. FBZ's BKB comes to an end. BZM zips across, catches Skem. So turn towards Yopaj, but this time he has to remnant at the ready. He's going to need another soon. As BZM's chasing, the chains holding back. BKB's back up from Yopaj. Amar steps over towards Jackie. Jackie looks to jump over towards Tim's. They hold back the Razor with the Hex, but Tim's, he'll get left behind. Jackie and Yopaj, the only 2 left alive. Taiga's going in deep. He's going to dive in underneath the tier. It's going to work. As Yopaj is down, Jackie, the last one left alive. As once again, OG diving in deep, getting these kills, and not getting punished at all. Everybody alive.
Yeah, they're playing so well. And the other thing is, too, is like Boom is picking fights. I guess because they have this one obs ward that they've placed down there, but OG has such commanding vision over there, and with the advantage they have, it's easy for them to fight. When FBZ goes for this type of play, Yuragi's just like, okay, like, it's like 2,000, 3,000 HP Spectre. He just mantas and turns and hits him. Too chaotic, and BZM continued to do an excellent job of just dealing with the backline too during all this haunt. So just messing with the support so much. As a regen rune, so he's gonna have full mana, and they get the Roche with that shard. Who's he gonna give the shard to? Is he gonna use it himself?
I'd take it himself, right?
Sure, why not?
Now this time round, OG, they will have the creeps coming in, so they're not looking to necessarily dive the heroes. They'll be ready to hit onto the objectives. We'll see how good Boom's high ground defense is.
What else did we get picked up? Amar, he picked up his shard.
Dire's
We've got
top
the
tower is
forked
under
lightning
attack.
when he gets attacked as well too. So lots more damage that's going to be coming out. And Amar is dealing probably the most damage in the game, just sticking inside of the arenas. He's always killing this Mars. And now if they hit him back, they're going to get hurt even more. So kind of cool pickup. And Yuragi's about to have an Ags done too, so the frequency of kind of like these haunts is just going to keep happening. I think it's just going to get harder and harder for these push supports on Boom.
Tiger. And he's going to look to get the jump in onto Tims. Yuragi's ready to head over and help out, but Tims is able to try and get the spells off. Will allow them to trade and take out Tiger in return. You see them diving in deep once again. They're up into the base. They'll take out a second support fighting Skem.
2 fights going on.
I mean, FBZ's trying to make it back to base, but OG, they're sort of hanging around his own base. They stay around it. Jump forward here from Jackie, but he's having to use the BKB to run. As Amar is just charging them down past the barracks. A buyback will come out for Tims, but they've lost FBZ. Oh, Lotus thrown out to BZM, keeping him safe as Tims. They fall back for this one. BZM turns, takes him down a second time. Jackie jumps over towards Yopaj. Another buyback comes out. OG, they are continuing to dive very aggressively under the tier 4s. It will cost them Amar's life. Yuragi getting low. Jackie jumps over towards Seb. Jackie's able to get another kill out of this one. They have to sleep set up onto the Spectre. As Yuragi, can he escape this? He's going to miss the spear. He still goes down the want. So if they can take him out a second time, FBZ moving into position. They've got the grip as well. See if they can offload the damage. They're in with the break. Jump forward with the remnants. Yuragi in trouble. He'll turn with the dagger. Pops the Mantis until he's still alive.
No way.
He's actually going to get away. They couldn't quite kill him. Yuragi will live. And now BZM is ready to look to clean things up. As FBZ trapped in the cogs, Tiger will continue to play around with him. Jackie's going to jump back in, look to get the kill on Tiger. Okay, he does get it. Jackie, BKB's back up in 5 seconds. Jackie's going to be fine. In fact, he might go back in.
But
Yuragi, he's going to actually be able to finish him there.
Oh my. Both of the spears from FBZ don't hit the Spectre, and that actually allows him to get away, reset, come back in. Could have maybe seen a couple more kills for the PI Jackie to clean up, but one of the few times I've actually seen FBZ really getting tripping up on his Mars.
Yeah, they've been getting into his head this game.
Yeah.
And made it a tough one for FBZ here in game 2.
Relentless aggression though.
They
from
just
OG.
don't stop. I mean, you see the smiles on them. They're having great amounts of fun here with the fights that they're bringing.
They're all quite rich this game too, except for Taiga. As you know, as usual, he tends to be a little bit more at the bottom, but they're so rich that it feels a lot easier for them to go for these super aggressive plays. Like Amar, look at his itemization. This Lotus that he's been throwing out into teammates. Seb with Greaves, Vlad's a lot tankier than I feel like they would traditionally feel. All
But
golden.
the base still stands.
They still stand.
You know, they may be getting all of these kills, and they clearly feel quite confident with the smiles on their faces, but boom, the base is being defended. Yeah, albeit with their lives being given away in return. But the tier 3s still stand. Boom, they've still got some fight in them here.
Yeah. There was a chance there. If they get the kill on the Spectre, they maybe even get the kill on the Storm, and then the PA perhaps is alive and with another finished full item, could have been a totally different game. But OG with some incredibly aggressive moves paying off.
Yeah.
BZM 25 now too. Oh yeah, look at that. It's a pretty interesting one, I guess. Taking that Desolate damage. Yeah, didn't really see that one.
Smoke time from Boom.
Dire's bottom tower is
See what they
under
get.
attack.
And they're going to find Tiger. There's the horn out immediately. Tims and Scam, they've got to be the ones to back off. Zip forward, but Tims is able to get the hex off onto BZM. Doesn't matter. BZM still able to pop the BKB. Yopaj, he's going to be ready to jump out himself. He's got the remnant at the ready. Yuragi's going to look to chase him down. Yopaj needs help. He holds back the Spectre with the chains. FBZ tries to control them with the arena, but BZM zips in straight onto Yopaj, brings down the Ember. FBZ also to fall.
Perfect fight. Everyone went for the right target. BZM jumps the Bane. Amar junks the PA, has a full link on him, forces BKB. PA can't fight. Literally perfect identification from OG from which targets each player is supposed to go on. It's now time to close it up, I think.
Jackie. Once he got him, he can just watch from the sidelines. Wait at least for his 2 supports to come back up. Ideally the other 2 cores, so they're going to have to let at least 1 set, almost certainly 2.
They're going to keep going though. These Greaves, everyone back up to full HP. Seb gets hit by a big dagger.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Boom, very much feeling that they're going to have one last shot at trying to hold back OG. And already Tiger,
Are under attack.
he's in with it. Hook shot, looking towards Scan.
BZM has a fresh Ags now on this storm too.
10 seconds until Yo Patch is up.
Dire's bottom barracks
As
are
OG,
under
they'll give a
attack.
little bit of respect here to Boom respawning. And back off after taking a second melee racks.
It'd be a little bit of a fake back.
That's true,
They
they might
have
be-
this Ags on the storm.
BZM. Here we go. In with the zip. Never get the two of them here with the vortex. Grabs Kem, gets taken out. Turns out over towards Yo Patch. Remnants at the ready. Yo Patch punches back with the steering chains. FBZ pushes back Tiger with a spear. Yuragi's in with the horn onto FBZ. FBZ pops the BKB. Does get the arena off. They are caught underneath the tier 4s. FBZ, he'll try and live, but BZM in again with another vortex. Takes him down. The Mars will fall. Amar linking in onto Jackie. Jackie turns with the dagger. Has to jump up towards the fountain. As OG bullying Boom back to the fountain at this stage.
These jumps from BZM are beautiful. I mean, what a game from him, really. 17, 3, and 20.
That's OG with another successful fight. They're on towards the tier 4s.
Dire's middle tower has
Getting
fallen
close to the point where they've had enough fun here and they're ready to close up the game. The 2 towers taken out in the mid, the Ancient exposed. Up towards the fountain, still continue to play around with Jackie. Yuragi, he's ready to try and finish it. Yo Patch caught in the ice bath, he gets taken out. Boom, dying in the fountain, no more defense to be had here as GG is called OG. Or maybe are concerned about how it's going to work out.
Just highlights is, like I said before, I just came out of the other tournament when I was catching RNG versus Boom a lot. They go for this opener. It was pretty, like, we actually still had similar drafts coming out in that tournament, like Storm first pick, and they did the Mars Shaman, and that's what RNG actually beat Boom with multiple times, with Kaka playing that Shadow Shaman. So see how Tim's is going to be able to do, because it does look